Hey, this is Sully for Any Social News Body Count Report. Today is Friday, August the 18th, 2017, and I'm going to be showing you real life or death situation news stories from around the world. We are going to be starting in Europe. This is from the Irish Times. We've heard about the Barcelona attack, but there hasn't been much coverage of this. Suspect shot in the leg and arrested after incident in Finnish city of Turku. 2 dead and 6 injured in Finland knife attack. So, looking to hear more information about this, but 2 dead, 6 injured, Finland knife attack. The ministry there thinks that the man who did the attack was foreign. Not much other information on that yet. So keep an eye on this story out of Finland, knife attack. Moving on to Uganda, africanews.com. And Uganda gay pride event called off due to threats, and U.S. slams the government. This is a story where the U.S. is getting a lot of credit for some of the U.S. human rights work and what they're doing and trying to protect the LGBTQ community in Africa, specifically in Uganda, where there's been a lot of transphobic and homophobic violence, and it's been pretty much sanctioned by the government. So this is a situation that is really a life or death situation for these people. They're born that way, but they are threatened in their own country. So keep an eye on the story, read it, hear what the U.S. Uganda mission is saying about this, and we're going to move on to Times of India. Times of India is another one where U.S. is getting some credit for calling a spade a spade. Welcome U.S. terror tag for Hizbul Mujahideen. India has welcomed the United States' decision to designate Hizbul Mujahideen as a foreign terrorist organization. This is something that a lot of people don't really think about, but these are little things that our country does to let good guys around the world know that we see them as the good guys, and we see the bad guys that are attacking them, and we wanna call the bad guys bad guys. So moving on to Israel. Now this is a heartbreaking follow-up right after the episode I put up yesterday. There was a terrorist attack in Barcelona, and the terrorist attack, which a lot of people don't know because they just sort of mention it was outside of a deli or a cafe, but it was specifically targeting Jewish people because the attacker was an avowed anti-Semite, anti-Israel person. So this is a heartbreaking story. Please read it on your own time, and soak it in. Follow the links, and just get to know it. Get to know the real story there. This is from one of the peoples who survived. I fell, and many people fell over me and just ran me over. Wounded Israeli woman recounts the crush and fear of Barcelona attack. She sustained minor injuries in aftermath of truck ramming. Says she was lucky her husband was there to save her. And it goes into a lot of detail. And so these are people fighting for their lives, not just this group of people in this one situation, but Jews in general. People have been flashing around Nazi rhetoric, saying how bad that is, but honestly, this is a situation that's so shocking that it makes anything that happened in Charlottesville or in America seem silly. This woman killed 2 people in Jerusalem. She killed people in Israel. Supermarket bombing. The terror attack killed 2 people. A Hebrew University student and roommate, Leon Ari. Now, she successfully made it to the United States of America. How old she is. She's lived a long life after she murdered 2 Jews. And this is accepted. And it's sort of one of those things where, well, she was just one of those Palestinian freedom fighters. They're just trying to make a point. Basically saying that killing Jews is a form of speech. You want to talk about human rights? We got some issues. So, I hope she gets justice soon. I'm glad she's a little bit closer to Israel. Maybe they can extradite her to there. All right. Well, let's have a happy story, a more powerful story here to end us out with. I'm going to read this to you because I just love it so much. MSU tightens security for class reopening. Cotabato City. Security measures are put in place at the Mindanao State University, MSU, with the reopen of regular classes next week amid the armed conflict in Marawi City. MSU President Habib Makaayong said that security arrangements were made after a high-level conference between university officials and security sector. As the Brigada Escuela was launched in preparation for the resumption of classes on Tuesday, Lieutenant General Carlito Galvez Jr., commander of the Western Mindanao Command, led the Brigada Escuela with soldiers and university staff repairing the facilities and cleaning the university premises. Just move this down a little. Okay. Around the premises. The MSU caters to a marginalized students across the country, especially scholars from Visayas, Mindanao, and Palawan. It has produced a number of professionals and top-notchers in 56 years as education institution. So this is wonderful. These are armed troops. The Brigada Escuela are moving in, cleaning up a war zone. And they're not trying to plant a flag. They're not trying to capture a bad guy. They're trying to just put a school together, maintain security around it, and let kids learn, which I think is just wonderful. It's just such a heartwarming story. And I really, really, really want to pray for peace in Mindanao and in the Philippines altogether, and for Europe, for the terror attack in Barcelona and the terror attack in Finland, that we could all I'll just pray. Sim shalom. Let there be peace. All right. Check out the link list. There's going to be one extra link list, and it will be the Light Up link. It'll be the link that you click on to feel a little better, feel a little silly. Maybe it'll be a little video. Maybe it'll be me dancing with a giant teddy bear. Who knows? The Light Up link is just there for you to feel a little bit better after you've dealt with all this stuff with me. So this is Sully for antisocialnews.com. Body count report 8/18/2017. Good night.